Hi, this is Jonathan Clark in Glasgow, and I'd like to answer a paradox and an ironic, confusing topic that a lot of people are up against. How do you become an NLP Master Practitioner, which is usually a 14-day training, and still have annual leave or holidays left over? Well, in this video I'd like to help you discover that that impossible paradox actually is possible. If you're an NLP practitioner, then you've already invested your time, your money and your energy to qualify in NLP, which is something few people will ever achieve. Now, if you think it's time to really stand out head and shoulders above the rest and take your skill level through the roof, then I'd like to invite you on my next modular Master Prac of NLP and HGE certification training, which will be held over 7 weekends. So you don't have to burn up all your annual leave, you don't have to take any holidays, you can do the whole thing on the weekends. A lot of my practitioners say that we can't take 14 days off from work, so could we do it over a number of weekends? This Master Practitioner course does exactly that, and what it really does is it makes NLP and HGE you. It installs the skills at the unconscious level so that you're doing everything on autopilot. So you might wonder, what's in the syllabus on a Master Practitioner course? Well, let's start off with you becoming a master of language. Imagine if you could boost someone's self-concept or self-esteem with 8 simple questions. Or imagine a client comes in with a limiting model of the world, and you could quickly dismantle what the client feels is real and reconstruct what they'd rather have. Now, if you know timeline therapy techniques, we can show you a way to replace that entire procedure using 5 simple sentences. We call that linguistic timeline. We also are going to teach you quantum linguistics and how to create therapeutic metaphors. Just imagine if you could simply talk to people and they changed. Now you're going to be able to free yourself from all the scripts and all the techniques and all those pages and pages of manuals that you've learned, and you're going to discover why this is called Master Practitioner. We're also going to teach you sleight of mouth. You see, Robert Dilts once noticed that Richard Bandler never lost an argument. He modelled that process and he called it sleight of mouth. If you want to have someone modify their beliefs, this is the conversational way to do it. We'll spend a good couple of days looking at values, the keys to people's motivation. The ultimate key is to knowing what you do and why you do it. You're going to discover your internal compass that determines to what degree you're satisfied and fulfilled. Values are the ultimate tool to understanding and motivating your behaviour and that of other people. If you want to be motivated all the time, well, we're going to show you how to do that. Because think about this, how do you know what decision to make? How do you know whether what you're doing is the right thing to do? How do you know what motivates a person? And how do you know how to fully satisfy a client? If you don't discover your core motivators, you're never really going to understand yourself or your colleagues or your customers. When you do, you'll be able to elicit the best from any person you have dealings with and understand them at a far deeper level.